Thank you all for joining. Welcome to the Sia Community Call. Today is June 10th. As always, these calls will be made available via YouTube so you can play it back at your own pace. Starting with Rent-D, we've now released the version 1.0.7 with loads of updates from our previous version, which is available for you to check out via GitHub. One of the highlights of the newest version is that the configuration suggestions are now available in the Rent-D UI, allowing new renters to get started with uploading their data without feeling lost. Updates regarding our engineering efforts have been around replacing GORM with the custom interfaces to allow for optimizing for specific databases more easily and making it easier to add support for new databases. Rent-D migration to core consensus is currently in testing and is likely to be part of the version 1.1.0 release. The list of improvements to Rent-D has aimed to enhance the performance and efficiency in the directory listings and uploads, reduce unnecessary alerts and host churns related to the contract renewals, and implement smarter alerting for lost sectors, ultimately ensuring for a more stable and streamlined user experience. Whilst we fixed issues ensuring for a more reliable and efficient operation of the Rent-D software. Moving on to Host-D. We've recently released the version 1.1.0 and highlighting one of our main features is price pinning. Price pinning is a new feature that queries the exchange rate from the configured explorer, automatically updating the average rate if it exceeds the last recorded exchange rate by more than its set threshold. It's available in various currencies and supported within the UI. We've added a new config section for the explorer data, which is currently used for price pinning, but will be expanded upon in the future. Additionally, within Host-D, we've added OpenBSD support for the disk utilities, and full support will be available once we've migrated to core consensus. We've made a couple of improvements, such as the host now includes the release version in the host settings. For example, it will show Host-D along with the version and its alpha or beta stage. And when allocating space by selecting new volumes, it will no longer fill with random data. We've also fixed the toast notifications, so you can now dismiss them when they appear. For Wallet-D, our main focus is to release the version 0.8.0. Our main updates include the full and non modes, in addition to the existing partial mode, which only stores the state of the relevant addresses. The full mode is beneficial for exchanges, as it allows them to store the entire state tree, making all addresses relevant and eliminating the need for rescanning. The non-mode provides read-only access, which is ideal for distributed setups where other instances write the data. In addition to this, Wallet-D can now be configured via YAML upon setting up, similar to Rent-D and Host-D. In terms of improvements, it's now optional for address generation and addition to rescan from specific heights. Taking a look at Maze metrics, for the network we've seen an increase of 118 terabytes of utilized storage, 3,453 new active contracts formed, our network capacity stands at just under 8 petabytes, and we now have 525 hosts online. For Discord growth and activation, our headcount of total Discord members is now at 3,295, and our most active channel has been #hosting with 1,046 messages. As #hosting has been our most active channel, the hottest topics of conversation have been about economic viability, financial health of the foundation, global accessibility to our network, contracts and network stress, regulatory discussions, and general technical issues. We have responded to questions and concerns regarding these topics. We aim to address them appropriately via various mediums and always looking for ways to keep you informed of any changes and updates that may affect your participation in our open marketplace. Regarding events, last month we attended and sponsored Consensus by CoinDesk in Austin, Texas between the dates of the 29th and the 31st of May. Attending the conference proved to be significantly more valuable than Paris Blockchain Week. The diverse range of projects showcased at the event made it particularly welcoming to the decentralized cloud storage market. Our competitor Filecoin was also in attendance, highlighting the relevance of this space for Sia to gain further recognition and exposure. We were approached not only by hobbyists and smaller entities, but also by Web2 companies seeking a more reliable data storage solution. This interest underscores the growing recognition of decentralized storage benefits over traditional methods. Moreover, we acquired a variety of contacts for potential partnerships, dev builders looking to build on Sia, and marketing and media companies that are keen to accelerate our growth and adoption. More on potential partnerships. With Deepin being a recurring topic of conversation, Sia's approach to data storage can offer these companies enhanced speed, global redundancy, cost efficiency, alongside some other benefits. Therefore, it makes it a more attractive option for looking to transition to or integrate our decentralized storage solution within their infrastructure. Internally, we're yet to decide the best fits for collaboration and partnerships, and the success of the conference will be determined on the outcome of those follow-ups. Our final scheduled conference for the year that we'll also be attending is Mainnet by Mazzari in New York, between the dates of the 30th of September to the 2nd of October. We'll have a custom branded booth with merchandise and a sponsored session. We have 2 new pieces of released content, a blog post for the State of Sia for the May edition, and a quick video overview for the new features brought to Hostess version 1.1.0. where we talk a bit more about the price pinning. Moving on to grants, we have one newly approved grant from last month, Sky Music Part 2. Sky Music Part 2 is a web-based music streaming app offering a decentralized alternative to Spotify and YouTube Music. It operates on an S5 Sia network, enabling users to stream music from its library, S3 storage, and local sources, primarily utilizing the S5 channel developed by Redsolver. It's a 3-month-long grant with 3 milestones of expanding the web application functionality and design, then the web application integration and testing, and prepare from optimizing the stable version. So congratulations on getting that approved, and we're looking forward to providing support where needed and the outcome of the project. Speaking of grants, PC Freak 30, our grantee of the month, has prepared a video with insights into his Loom web grant, updating us on his progress. Let's have a watch.
Hello everyone, today I will be demonstrating Loom Web's progress for Q1, which aims to be the starting point of a free open source software community hosting platform and community hosting service following the spirit of Skynet. Longer term, this will include many protocols with IPFS planned for Q3. We will be seeing the basic account setup, uploading and downloading small files, large files, pinning external content from the S5 network using WAP, and loading Loom Web's experimental static blog via the portal through DNS link. Much of the UI is mocked and will be implemented throughout the year. This showcase involves uploading a small file, showing the process, streaming it, and then accessing it directly in Renter-D. We will now upload a large video file in 2160p powered by the transloaded upload server 2S protocol and then stream it. Next, I'm going to pin a 1 GB test file hosted on a separate S5 node, the Dart implementation, import it into the portal, and lastly download it. Be aware that the download box did not render due to quirks in the video recorder. Now for a community favorite, WAP, I have worked extensively with RedSolver to ensure both the Go port of S5 was working and to get WAP fully functioning. We found many bugs along the way this quarter on both sides. We will be uploading and streaming the same large video file. As a reminder, everything in WAP is encrypted by default. Additionally, you will need to add the portal as an S5 node to be a storage provider for your account. To recap, the domain to use is s5.testing.pinner.xyz. The last demo for today is a website, LumiWeb's blog in the spirit of Skynet. This loads via DNS link and is a web app on the S5 network. You will see the website loading through Cloudflare for SSL, the tech details of the DNS via DIG, and an inspection of the CID itself via the S5 debug tool CID.1.
Thank you PC Freak 30 for your submission. We hope it was insightful to the community to witness the progress of an active grind and encourages others to sign up to showcase their hard work for the coming months. Now we have our beacon of the month. Our beacon is Mike76. He's written a statement for me to read out to you guys. I got to know Sia in 2018 due to the GPU mining. I mined 10,000 Sia coins and put it into hosting. It's been a rough journey, pretty much trial and error, until Danger invited me to join the Sia Discord. Since then, I've been part of the Sia community, which I'm very happy about. With the start of the grants program, I stopped my host and switched to building on Sia. The two projects that I've been working on are the Sia Satellite and the Host Score. Both are now live, pending some final touches. In my hosting times, I never bought a single Sia coin, but now I do buy Sia coin to fuel my servers. And it's obvious to me that the coin price must be fairly stable. I do understand those who want the price to climb up, but we have different goals. All in all, there are two things I'm happy about: building something that the community can make use of and helping those who need help. That's why I'm here. Thank you so much for your submission, Mike76. I think the Beacon segment of the call is a great opportunity to listen to a credible member of the Sia community. Moving on to our handpicked community questions. First question was, what kind of partnerships are you looking to increase usage and visibility? We're actively seeking non-profits to store their data on the Sia network to reduce their infrastructure costs and improve availability for the consumers. Our short-term goal is for the foundation to set up and manage the renting infrastructure for these entities, reducing onboarding friction. We are also looking for for-profits building in the Web3 space to utilize Sia storage. These businesses are generally easier to interact with as they're used to the overhead of crypto and are more interested in privacy, concurrency, scalability, benefits of decentralized infrastructure too. Second question, what were the takeaways and benefits of attending Paris Blockchain Week? What kind of exposure did Sia get? Our primary goals for Paris Blockchain Week were networking, meeting potential partners, and improving awareness of Sia within the crypto industry. We met with exchanges, press, market makers, and companies building in Web3 deep in space. These meetings provided valuable insight into improvements for builders and easier management solutions for exchanges. Next question, what happens if ASICs are no longer built to mine Sia? So we are confident that new hardware is being developed. However, if no new hardware is ever built, Sia mining would transition back to GPU mining. There might be slight delay in block times as the older hardware goes offline, but the difficulty will quickly adjust to maintain the average block time of around 10 minutes. Last question was, how does one begin to rent storage and utilize the Sia network from home? What are the basic steps? To get started, first you'll need to acquire Sia coin to pay for the data you want to store. Next, follow the Rentity setup guide in the documentation to set up a Rentity node. This step is more technical as Rentity must be running to migrate data. We highly recommend keeping the node running for 24/7. Sia is currently not ready for users with zero technical background, but we're announcing a new Grandma approved privacy-focused app in Q4. Thank you for your submissions. We encourage questions to be submitted via the Google form so we can answer them publicly and scale the knowledge out to the rest of the community. We have set our goals for the month. For engineering, we want to complete tests for Rentity and Hosty core nodes and Anagami, release a file system driver beta, which is our Sia optimized IPFS node, push for a release of Explorer D beta, and get back on track with the Wallet D beta release and Anagami. For growth, we're going to follow up on potential partnerships, press and marketing contacts acquired from Consensus, and continue to release more content frequently on all social media platforms. And that's a wrap. Thank you very much for watching. If you know anyone that missed a call this month, ensure to inform them that a recording will be made available via YouTube, and a link will be posted in the announcements channel. We're always looking for ways to better our Sia community calls moving forward, therefore your insights are key. You can find a feedback thread in the community proposals section of the Discord where you can comment your feedback and suggestions. Now I'll leave the chat open for messages for a couple minutes. And thank you all for tuning in this month.